what's up everybody? It's Amaya. So, wow, I'm here, I'm filming. I haven't filmed in over a week. It's been a long week and I will explain to you why in a little bit. But for right now, we are just going to be doing a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me. So, yeah, I guess we're just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start priming with some Maybelline Baby Skin. I haven't used this in a bit, so I'm gonna try this out. If you hear any screaming, my sister, actually both of my sisters are in the pool and they're being a little crazy. So if you hear anything, that's what that is. Need a little extra moisture, so I'm gonna take this Milk Makeup, what is this? The Cooling Water Stick. This is a little sample. I love this stuff. So I'm just gonna prime with some Magic Lumi as well real quick. But yeah, my life has been off the wall insane. I've had some really big life changes happen very recently, and they're all very good changes, but they're still changes, you know, it's hard to adjust. So I'm just glad to be sitting back down and filming. I've been working a lot. The county fair was 2 weeks ago, so I only was able to film one video, so that was pretty crazy. And I haven't had time to really sit down and film. I'm just going to use my Winky Lux brow pencil to fill in my brows. I don't typically do my brows on camera, but I really want to just get down and film this, so we're going to do that. I need to scooch this mirror closer. My BoxyCharm and Ipsy versus Birchbox went up so late this month. Oh my god, someone actually commented last month saying, you upload your unboxing so late. I'm like, I know, my boxes don't come until late. Because everything's getting shipped from like Ipsy headquarters, which I think, isn't that in like California? I don't know, they get shipped from far away. So being in New York, we don't get stuff very fast. Now my summer is starting to kind of become not so crazy because fair is over. We have stuff to prepare for the state fair. If you guys don't know, I'm in 4-H. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's like a youth organization. A lot of people think of it as like farming, but it's not actually just farming. I do photography and crafts. People do sewing and horticulture. There's all sorts of cool things you can do in it, and I've been in it since I was in kindergarten. And my mom is the leader of our club. So I'm just using my NYX brow gel to fill that in. I'm going with my e.l.f. Complete Coverage Concealer Palette, which is completely beaten up, and I'm just going to carve out the brows. I always like filming Chit Chat Get Ready With Me's in like my head. I think it's gonna go so well. Like, yeah, I actually have stuff to talk about this time. And then I go to film them and I'm like, crap, I either have nothing to talk about or I just kind of ramble, and then I can't edit the footage because I just ramble. Okay, then I'm just gonna go in with the Brow Gal by Tony Crooks Convertible Brow number 2. Gonna take the darkest shade in there and just set these bad boys. And now I'm just gonna set it with the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. This stuff is so good. I love it so much. So for eye stay, I'm gonna go with something very simple because I don't want that to be like the main point, the main focal point. So I'm just gonna take some of my Smashbox eye primer and I'm just going to prime. I have a new product I'm actually gonna be showing you guys that I feel like was never really talked about, and I don't really know why because I really love it. It is the NYX Lid Lingerie, and this is in the shade Sweet Cloud, and I have another one in the shade Nude to Me. These are the two right here. I can't decide. This one's a little bit more pinky and this one's a little bit more like nude. I think I'm going to use the nude one because it has more of a like wet glossy lid sort of effect, which is kind of what I want to go for today. So I'm just going to take it. You're going to see how beautiful this looks. So it has like a little doe foot applicator like this, and I'm going to wipe it onto my lid. I didn't set my primer with powder or anything like that. It does go okay over powder, but I just prefer it by itself. Then I'm going to go in with my finger, my ring finger, and just tap it out. This is such a great base for like your champagne eyeshadows, and just if you want a shimmery base, this is a really nice one. I just love the effect it gives, especially this shade because it's just like the same color as my skin. Now I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette today. This palette is so worth the money, so worth the hype, you guys. Not even joking, you need it. I'm going to be taking white chocolate right here, Not to mention it does smell as good as everybody says. Like, you may smell it in store, but that does not do it justice. They're just so creamy and they blend so well. And I'm just using this shade right here on a flat shader brush to set like my brow bone area and that concealer. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. This is my Sigma E40, and I'm gonna take Salted Caramel, which is a really interesting shade. It's like a warm, like orangey, but not too orangey sort of shade. It almost has like a red tinge to it, and I'm just gonna put this right here in the upper crease. It goes really well with this lid lingerie too, because this lid lingerie kind of leans on a little bit on the warmer side. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into Milk Chocolate, which is like a little bit more of a cool toned shade. It's a little bit darker, and I'm just gonna put this on the outer corner slightly, and also into the crease. I'm gonna go into Semi Sweet, which is like a cool toned taupe sort of shade. It doesn't come off too cool toned though. And I'm just going to put that on the outer corner and also slightly in the crease. So you can see like this is just creating a really nice soft brown sort of eye. I've been doing like this technique with these few shadows lately. I just think it is so simple and so easy to do. I'm just grabbing this BH Cosmetics brush and I'm just blending everything out real quick, making sure we're all buffed out. You can see, like, you can still see the shimmer from the lid lingerie, like it doesn't disappear, which is what I like. So now I'm going to take a Morphe G13 and I'm going to dip into just a little bit of Triple Fudge. It's like a nice dark brown, and I'm just going to get that right on the outer corner. So that's keeping this very low, because I don't really want to do like a smoky outer corner. I just kind of want to get a little bit of definition down in there. And then I'm going to go back with this one and just blend that out. And now for my lid shade, I'm going to go into Marzipan right here. And it's like the exact same shade as this lid lingerie. And I'm just going to pop this right on the lid with my finger. You could totally use a brush for it, but I'm going to use my finger today because it's easier. These are really pigmented shimmers in this chocolate bar palette. Like, so good. So there's been this really weird side of me that's been liking winged liner lately, which is not me at all. I typically really disliked winged liner, but for some reason I've been loving it lately and I really wanted to do it today. So even though it's hot and this could end very badly, I want some winged liner. So I'm going to use some tape because I can totally do this freehand, but why make my life that difficult? I'm just going to start out here and bring it in. I'm just going to literally draw like a line, especially in that inner corner area, and I'm just basically going to scribble this on in a way. I'm using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. Those look pretty even, right? So I'm just going to peel off the tape. Yes, that's exactly what I was going for. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little makeup remover and just clean up any fallout. I'm going to try this out. This is the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer. I got it in my Birchbox and I still haven't tried it out. And I'm like, what the heck? So I'm going to try some of this out. It's still liquidy. I like it. I like liquidy balms. Alright, let's see. So for foundation today, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Coverage. Mix a little bit of the MAC Strobe Cream in with it. And because I am dying, I'm going to take some of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I try not to use this stuff that often. I try to save it for like clients or when I really need it, but it feels so nice on the skin. For skin today, I want to go lighter coverage, but still very glowy and very flawless. So I've been kind of stumped on some video ideas to do next, but I have some ideas that I kind of want to do. Oh, I think it'd be cool to do like a video like, not like how I did my makeup in high school, but like forgotten makeup, like makeup that you have in your collection that you just kind of like forgotten about. For the longest time, I used kind of the same products over and over and over because I didn't have like that much makeup. I was just starting out. I didn't have a lot of money to spend, so I just kind of used the same products, but then I got a bunch of makeup and I kind of forgot about those old favorites. Like I used like the Maybelline Fit Me foundation for the first time in like months yesterday, and I was like, geez, I forgot about this. And I don't know how I could have forgotten about it because that was like my favorite, my holy grail, my ride or die, you know? I've been using this Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. This is like my favorite concealer. I buy it like in the summer only, apparently. I'm gonna take some of the e.l.f. concealer and just get that because I haven't used this guy. I repurchased it. So, okay, so I need to know, like, what are your guys' favorite crime TV shows? Because my sister and Zach and I are totally obsessed. Well, actually, I kind of got my whole family obsessed with Law and Order SVU. Like, it's a classic, right? It's SVU. So I just love that so much. It's such a good series, I feel like, and it's so easy to watch, and I feel like you can watch it without getting bored. And I love the characters, and just I love everything about it, basically. And I've also gotten into Criminal Minds. I really love Criminal Minds, and NCIS I do like as well. I don't necessarily love it as much as I love Criminal Minds and SVU. Regular Law and Order is okay. I only watch that if there's really nothing else on. But are there any other like shows like that I'm missing out on? Oh, and Blue Bloods. I like Blue Bloods as well. I feel like there's got to be like more out there, you know, more shows, different things like that, because I just love them so much. I definitely want to find new ones to watch, because we've watched almost every single SVU episode, like ever. It's kind of crazy. And so I'm like, okay, I need to branch out. So that's why I've started watching some Criminal Minds, except Anissa, my sister, won't watch anything but SVU because she says I'm a traitor if I watch other stuff. So she won't watch the other things with me. Zach will, though. And we watch Criminal Minds, like, so much. I love Criminal Minds because it's so interesting, because it's going into, like, the, like, psychological aspect of criminals, which is something I'm very interested in. I love, like, psychology and everything like that. I love that. That's why I love Special Victims Unit too, because they also go into some of the psychology. But I especially love Criminal Minds for that. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette and my e.l.f. pointed powder brush, of course. So I'm just going to use this bronzer. I needed to use something other than the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I actually don't really like this bronzer, but I find that if you use such a light hand, like literally nothing, it actually looks really nice. I feel like my face and body always match. Except for on camera, my face looks so much lighter after I put makeup on, and I'm like, it does not look like that in real life. We're gonna go with e.l.f. Sweet Retreat because I used it in my drugstore like makeup kit video. Like I used it to do my makeup that day, and I was like, geez, I really miss this blush. It's so pretty, and it's just a nice like pink shade. So speaking of new things I've been doing, I've been taking my e.l.f. Finishing powder or my Wet n Wild powder and mixing it with my Pure Nude highlighter when I buff everything out, because I was starting to notice that, especially on my forehead more than anything, that my skin was starting to look kind of textured, and I think that the highlighter was emphasizing that just slightly. Like my skin has just been looking really not so great lately, and so that was just kind of emphasizing it. And so I've started mixing it with the powder, and I actually really like how the effect turns out. Like if you have like really nice skin, and or even like semi-textured but like still really nice skin, you can definitely just go in with the Pure Nude highlighter by itself. But I found that mixing it with a really light face powder, that's why I use the Wet n Wild one or this e.l.f. one, I feel like that ends up looking really pretty as well, and it makes it so you're not highlighting all that texture, you know what I mean? Now I am going to go in with the Pure Nude highlighter on the tops of my cheekbones and just dab-a-doo-ya. Let's take it back with the Mary Luminizer. Let's do it. Let's do it. Apply it. I usually use this in the winter more because when I'm tan, I like to try to wear my more tan highlights. Oh, so beautiful. It really does compare to the high-end highlighters now, but I feel like there's just so many highlighters that people have really forgotten about this one. Okay, now for my lower lash line before I set my face, I'm just going to take a dab of salted caramel, a dab of milk chocolate, and a dab of semi-sweet, and just run that on my lower lash line. I don't want to do anything too fancy or too precise. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Champagne Truffle, which is that really light shade right there, and I'm just going to pop that on the brow bone for a little extra shimmer. It's like a really nice like pinky sort of highlight. Now I'm going to set the face with the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. So it's amazing. Just gonna fan myself off, and then I've been taking my beauty blender after I've kind of fanned myself off a little bit, and then I'm just going to press everything into the skin. And I've been finding that this helps the makeup stay on, but also really presses the powders in and makes them look a lot better. I'll do it under my under eyes. It's kind of like a firm pressing. So I'll go in with my e.l.f. Beauty Shield. hold it really far away because it spits at you just a tiny bit. Like the sprayer is not bad, but it just does kind of spritz at you a little harshly, and just tab that in a little bit. Now I'm going to curl my lashes using my Sweep eyelash curler. And then you guys know the drill by now. I'm going to take my L'Oreal Voluminous base and just put some of that on before I put on my mascara. Then I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of my brow powder and just reset the tail end of my brow, because sometimes with powder and highlight and everything like that, especially like brow bone highlight, can kind of wash away like the tail end of your brow, stuff like that. So I just kind of like to give them a nice quick touch up. Let's go with this little Tarte's lip paint in Rosé. It's like a nice dusty pink. Okay, now I'm gonna go with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I do like this mascara. Do I think it's as amazing as my Roller Lash or my Better Than Sex? No, definitely not better than those. But it's so good, especially as like a good drugstore mascara. I definitely think it's one of the best at the drugstore right now. I like it better than the Maybelline Big Shot because I feel like it doesn't really clump. That's the thing that I like about it, is you can put on a lot of layers and you do get like a volumized look, and you will start to get a little bit of clumping, but it's not like crazy. I am going to go in with a little bit of the Better Than Sex. Even though people say these are dupes, I do feel like the Better Than Sex is different than the Lash Paradise. They're similar, but the Better Than Sex definitely has more of a fluffier effect on the lashes. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a little bit of the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in Peach Bellini. And I'm just gonna put this on. So it is now the end of the video where I get to talk about my surprise, because I was gonna do it in the beginning of the video, but then a little something's happened and the person that was supposed to bring the surprise was busy. So I get to show the surprise now, and his name is Tucker James. So this is my surprise. I got a puppy. Well, actually, me and Zach got a puppy. Zach's behind the camera, very upset that I said I got a puppy. Zach and I got a puppy, and his name is Tucker James. He's a little Yorkie, and he's now, what, 15 weeks old? And he's just the sweetest little thing ever, and look at his little teddy bear face. Look at his little face. Say hi, Tucker. He's so sweet and calm and adorable and nice. He's just like the perfect little baby. Actually, I'm gonna be uploading a video showing like the day that we got him and stuff like that. Like make a little video. I don't know if I'm gonna be on Instagram or on YouTube. I'm gonna make a little video though. And it's gonna have him in it. And in that video, we didn't have his name yet. We didn't come up with his name until several days after, but it's Tucker James Kalinsky Hall. But he's such a good little boy, isn't he? Okay, Tucker, you go back to daddy. So that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys like it. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you thought down below. I know this is pretty basic makeup look. I really didn't do much, but I just kind of wanted to sit down and film for you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah.